So how does hospital management system function? So the hospital management system ensures that daily tasks and interactions run smoothly, and this is a unique tool that aids in the smooth operations of critical software components for clinical administration. So the hospital record management software keeps track of all operations, stores the data of users and analyze it and generates reports, and the medical institution is given the opportunity to centralize all of its data, and it contains information about the patient and doctors as well as the financial and supply management information. So furthermore, authorized users are the only ones who can process, classify, and access it due to all regulations that hospital database management system provides users with data security. So the integration of various functions allows for smooth and clear functionality, and the hospital records management software keeps track of how many doctors are available and when they work. So this allows you to keep track of each employee's schedule, manage your facilities and capabilities, and manage your supply chain to ensure that all of the patient needs are met. So it aids in the scheduling of appointments for the benefit of the both staff and the patient. So in the process of workflow, first is patient registration, scheduling, and appointment in HMS. Next is insurance plan sync with the insurance services. Next is to visit the doctor, diagnosis, doctor, medication test, the doctor treatment, and the patient monitoring. So when it comes to scheduling an appointment, the patient has a few alternatives. You may locate information about visiting hours on the profiles of medical specialties.
How to obtain Vaxart PH, but first, let me discuss to you the overview of it. Although economies are progressively improving and lockdown restrictions are diminishing, the COVID-19 problem continues to cause havoc in people's lives. Vaccination efforts have stepped up, and the Philippines has been adjusting to the new normal better. Local authorities demand people to produce proof of vaccination while going to specific enterprises, trace location, and other formal purposes to guarantee the public safety, especially with the Omicron variety rapidly spreading. The Vaxart PH, a website that allows fully vaccinated persons to apply for a digital vaccination certificate, was recently introduced by the Department of Health, or the DOH. The COVID-19 Vaccination Program Act of 2021, that is also known as Republic Act 11525, requires the Department of Health to provide and verify certificates to all those who have finished their vaccinations. The Vaxart PH collaborates with the Department of Information and Communications Technology, or the DICT, and the Department of Health to develop a digital Vaxart PH verifier that follows WHO requirements. With Vaxart PH, you may show that you are really vaccinated against the COVID-19 as an individual. And the question is, how can I obtain the Vaxart? You may either apply online or get assistance from your local government. Vaxarts may be used as travel passes, so bring them with you on your trip along with your passport. And for the website registration of your Vaxart PH, follow these steps. So first is head over to the website. It is https://vaxart.doh.gov.ph. So once you agree to the privacy terms and conditions, you will be asked if you have been vaccinated for more than 48 hours. And then the third step, check yes if it applies and enter the personal details. And the fourth step, next is enter your vaccination details that can be found on your COVID-19 vaccination card, and this includes the city or municipality where you were vaccinated and the dates of your first and second dose. Next is, upon reviewing your vaccination details and cross-checking them with government records, you will be asked to upload a copy of your valid ID and vaccination card and your contact information. Sixth step, the validity of the certificate is confirmed 14 days before your registration, and then you can obtain a QR code of your Vaxart PH. So that's all the steps that you can do to obtain your Vaxart PH. If you ask me what template I use to present the information, that is vertical chevron list. The vertical chevron list will be used as a template for presenting the process flow of how to obtain Vaxart PH, since it is used to show progression of sequential steps in task processes and workflow to emphasize movement direction. To showcase intended instructions and information that could easily understand by the readers, and the vertical chevron list will be used as a smartphone.
Now we are down to the third and last smart art graphic that contains information about health systems. This is the COVID-19 dashboard. As a whole, we are presenting about COVID-19 daily update. The pie shows the different data regarding the subject matter, including the number of recoveries, deaths, active cases, severe, mild, and asymptomatic persons. The pie is divided into parts, as you can see. Each part was ranked according to the corresponding group and number of people from highest to lowest data. So, as you can see from our smart art, we have our pie, the parts forming a circle or a hole, and then our legend to know what these colors or numbers is presenting. So, why do we use the pie for this? So, pie chart is the best template or graphic to be used in presenting information like this. Pie chart is also simple and easy to understand picture as it represents data visually as a fraction of a whole. Or in other words, pie is best used in presenting or comparing parts of a whole. The information that we are presenting is all about COVID-19 daily updates as already stated beforehand. Since there are categories such as the total number of recoveries, deaths, active cases, number of critical, severe, mild, and asymptomatic patients, the use of the pie chart is suitable in comparing each categories. A slice of a pie is categorized and given to those categories, and they form a whole, which is the whole active cases that we have. Pie chart is suitable to be used with this kind of numerical data. With the use of this graphic, we can easily visualize and understand the information being presented. We can know at first glance what is the overall situation. We can see which part have the largest or the majority and which have the minority. We are currently in the pandemic. It is understandable that people want to be in the know. Knowing these numbers and data will help us not only to be informed, but also it gives us hope, knowing that those that have recovered and have mild cases, as we can see in the chart, are the majority. It encourages us to know that we can get through this if we only follow the stated rules and protocols by our government and the health department. It gives us morale, and we are aware that the in charge are doing their best and are producing results. And knowing all of this encourages participation to all. That will be all for this presentation. Thank you.